Welcome back. Hi, I'm Adrienne. So I'm going to get started on unjunglifying my front parterre. And also, I bought these pants. Now, is it too hot in Florida to wear pants? Yes. However, because the weeds are so long, I don't want any bugs and stuff to jump and bite me. Like, no CMs, mosquitoes, etc., etc. So I got these. They're hiking pants. They are rated for warm weather, hot weather, and breathability. So far, I can tell you I don't feel like they're very breathable. And I don't know that I like that so much. But I'm going to try them. I guess I could zip up the zips. They are kind of cute though. I mean, for, baggy hikey pants. I tried to get as spring of a spring color as I could, also keeping in mind, dirt and sweat. Speaking of, I'm already starting to sweat. Anyway, so today, what are we going to do? I'm going to break up the weed whipper and weed whip around the front circle of the parterre and start to haul some more of the edgers there and begin getting the weeds done here. I was going to start with the weeding in the front because that's really bad, but honestly, the weeds in this circle are the ones that are the worst, and I want to start prepping this area for another month or two from now when we have the fall/winter garden, aka the best vegetable gardening season in Florida, and this needs to get ready. Plus, it's literally like a jungle. Let's take a beaky peek. So you can see all the weeds. I think I'm going to leave you set up here as well. Okay. Ooh. Break time. You saw Eddie came to help, thankfully. Ooh, yeah. I don't know how well these pants are working, other than I'm not getting bugs on myself, so that's good. I have a lot of sweat coming through on my knees and legs. I don't know what that means for beep sweat, A sweat, and break time courtesy of my non-sponsored Pellegrino. It's my last one, so I gotta get more. My mom got me some up in Minnesota. Wasn't that sweet of her? Hashtag not sponsored again, but why I like these on a break is that they're really cold because they're in the fridge. I don't even mind the bubbles, actually. I feel like it makes it feel even more refreshing. And because it's a mineral water, like a spring mineral water, I feel like it actually helps to hydrate more because it's got the minerals and stuff in it. It could be a head trip. I don't know. I'm gonna sit for a second, and I don't even know how long we've been out here, but according to my watch, it feels like 92. Oh no, 59% humidity, very high UV. So there's that. We're gonna finish this front part here, and then I think that's gonna be it for today. I did bring Carol out. She was in the house, so I was figuring again. You're definitely not watching this channel because you're like, you know what? She does projects and she does work and she looks cute while doing it. You're like, wow, I'm here for her personality. I'm not quite done with mine, but Eddie has made bomb progress on the circle and also working on the pathway right over here. And then I think he's gonna have a punch-out ticket since he's already worked on the pool as well. And we're gonna get some food made. Harold, do not go in that front yard. And it looks awesome. Continuing on with our digging ourselves out of the jungle mess from being gone for almost a month, 3.5 weeks. I am going to try to tackle a bunch of the front because it's getting so long. I'm getting a little nervous we might get an ordinance of too long of grass. It's looking really bad. I came out because it was cloudy and now it's sunny. So Florida be Floridaing. I really need to hand pick all of that dreaded torpedo grass, but I think what I might do is pull out either my weed whipper or my mower and just tackle it down, at least to make it visually look like it's not horrible. And then I'll have to come back and actually weed it because it's long. I don't know how you're gonna gauge how tall this is, but like it's for sure, let's call it knee high. Like if I were to stand here, also there's a hole there, so don't put your foot there, Adrian. Oh my God, I almost put my foot there and almost fell in the hole. I just said don't do that. Okay, well I was gonna try to demonstrate it. Suffice to say, it's deep. It's really deep. So I think I'm gonna pull my mower out and at least do that, like this chunk. Again, I really do need to actually pull all this stuff out. It's also going to seed, so not good. But for now, I am going to get that mower, I think. I don't even think I'm going to try to weed with it. Once again, the batteries are my nemesis on machines. They died partway through the job. And I don't know, we used to have way more batteries. Claire said they're not at the other house, but I literally don't know where else they could be. Several hours later, I am coming back outside. Hopefully the batteries are now charged, and for sure there's storms that direction. Sidebar, Ryobi. Hashtag not sponsored. But can you like make batteries that aren't so wide? Like, I have to use 2 hands. Because my hands are lady hands and I don't have, huge hands. I struggle every tool with these batteries. Every tool. Just to make it so that it's not so huge. I think just in the nick of time we're starting to get sprinkled on. Uncovered the bricks that were over there, put the bricks back, gave us some nice, I guess I'll call it delineation between the weeds and so golden creeper, couldn't think of that earlier. Lizard tail, cocoa plum, uncovered all of the pavers that lead up under the arch. There's still a hole in the middle because that's where I need to get my irrigation moved. And then over here, same thing. I did end up mowing down a bunch of this stuff over here. It was just too covered in that grass to try to save. But now it actually looks like a small mini hedge up front and then the big cocoa plum hedge in the back, which I do need to trim. I think that's good. Up next, I definitely need to unbury poor little Rose here. Another day, another dollar. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to move on to the front in between section jungle. Full disclosure, it's been probably a week, I think, since I was last out here. We've had rain, I've been busy, so we do already have some grow back. Oh, by the way, my cute little cloche that was right here, I guess consider it my bad for leaving it here on garbage day. Hey. But somebody took it. I think they must have thought it was yard waste. I was really bummed. I can't really be too mad because I'm guessing they thought it was garbage from like garbage pickup. But why would you think that? I don't know, because your front yard looks like crazy land. So anyway, this is what we're looking like a week after I did all that work. It actually doesn't look too bad, all things considered. And I'm gonna move on to try to get some of this under control. Now the problem is I don't have any mulch here to put over it all. And it'll just kind of all grow back. But it's so bad. Oh my gosh. Huh. Sloge is really getting tall. Something's biting it. It's got little holes on the leaves. Oh, we have our first blooms on the top of it though. That's fun. That raspberry lemonade is looking very raspberry lemonade-y. And it's the next day because mosquitoes came out last night as well as it started raining on me. So got this all cleaned up. Next door neighbors having pool work done. They just arrived. Trimmed out that rose bush, or I should say deadheaded that rose bush. I actually ended up trimming back the celosia because last year they got really tall and kind of heavy. So I'm hoping by cutting the tops off it'll like branch out. And then trimmed up the Schefflera hedge wall. So that looks like more of a hedge wall now. I need to get some more on this side, clearly. I did also take the weed whipper out, cleaned up all of the pavers here, I weed whipped over here as well because it was getting really long. I still got to come in here and weed out the pineapple and the guava that you can't even tell is there. Edged out here, that's been completely overgrown into the beds, but nothing I can do there. And then on this side, I also took the weed whipper, which was not on camera because my phone died, and got these pavers weed whipped out. Ooh, that pineapple, I gotta get that thing harvested. Holy Hannah. Ow, I should have gloves on probably. It's a tiny little guy. Oh, the other thing I did, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is crazy over here. And this will be the last thing on the video. So I edged out over here, pulled out a dying pineapple from there, removed a bottom limb on that and did some trimming. And then on my poor olive tree that looks amazing, I did edge down here, clearly need to come in and weed, but I had a pool noodle being used as a, what do you call it? Oh, it already looks so much better. Oh my gosh. So I'll have to put an arrow on the screen, but see where there's kind of those like round indents? My pool noodle was like smushing in on this poor olive tree's bark, and I thought for sure, oh my gosh, it's like holes in the tree, but it's okay. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. See you next week.